I know Christianity is detrimental to black people. I'm going to read to you a letter from King Leopold II of Belgium to colonial missionaries in 1883. The context behind this letter is that Belgium sent missionaries into Congo, right? Missionaries, as we know today, are there to spread the gospel, to try to save souls and help people, right? Right. And they came in with that same energy. So let me read you the letter to let you know why the fuck they was really there. And this happened after American slavery was abolished. American slavery was abolished on December 18th, 1865. Whoa, guess what? December 18th is my birthday. Y'all better listen to this shit. I'm bringing you something. All right. Dear reverends, fathers, and dear compatriots, the task that is given to fulfill is very delicate and requires much tact. You will certainly go to evangelize, but your evangelization must inspire above all Belgium interests. It's about Belgium interest, okay? Your principal objective in our mission in the Congo is never to teach the niggers to know God. This they know already. They speak and submit to their gods. These are their gods that they had already. And what else I don't know. They know that to kill, to sleep with someone else's wife, and to lie and to insult is bad. Have courage to admit it. You are not going to teach them what they already know. Your essential role is to facilitate the task of administrators and industrials, which means you will go to interpret the gospel in the way that will be the best to protect your interests in that part of the world. For these things, you have to keep watch on disinteresting our savages from the riches that is plenty in their ground. What? Their job is to keep them uninterested in the riches underneath on the soil that they live on. So they won't become interested in it and overthrow these Europeans. Your knowledge of the gospel will allow you to find texts ordering and encouraging your followers to love poverty. Like, happier are the poor because they will inherit the heaven. And it's very difficult for the rich to enter the kingdom of God. You have to detach from them and make them disrespect everything, which gives courage to affront us. It makes reference to their mystic systems and their warfare protection, which they pretend not to want to abandon, and you must do everything in your power to make it disappear. Strip them of their spiritual protection that they already had. I'm getting mad reading this. Your actions will be directed essentially to the younger ones, for they won't revolt when the recommendation of the priest is contradictory to their parents' teachings. The children have to learn to obey what the missionary recommends, who is the father of their soul. Ooh! You must singularly insist on their submission and obedience, and avoid developing the spirit in the schools. Teach students to read and not to reason. Their dear patriots are some of the principles that you must apply. You will find many other books which will be given to you at the end of this conference. Evangelize the niggas so that they stay forever in submission to the white colonialists, so they never revolt against the restraints they are undergoing. Recite every day, happy are those who are weeping because the kingdom of God is for them. They stripped you of your spiritual protection to steal your shit. Sorry, that's the ancestors speaking through me. Okay, I'm right now. I'm channeling the ancestors, bitch. Okay, convert always the blacks by using the whip. Keep their women in 9 months of submission to work freely for us. Force them to pay you in sign of recognition goats, chicken, or eggs every time you visit their villages. And make sure that the niggas Never become rich. Sing every day that it's impossible for the rich to enter the heaven. Make them pay tax each week at Sunday Mass. Use the money supposed for the poor to build flourishing business centers. Institute a confessional system which allows you to be good detectives, denouncing any black that has a different consciousness contrary of the decision maker. What? The confessionals was some honor to you, bitch. The above speech, which shows the real intention of the Christian missionary journey in Africa, was exposed to the world by Mr. I can't say his name, but it's an African born in the Congo in 1915, and who in 1935, while working in the Congo, bought a secondhand Bible from a Belgian priest who forgot the speech in the Bible. So they found this letter. An African person found this letter because somebody accidentally left it in a Bible, bro. We should note that all missionaries carried out and still carry out that mandate. We are only lucky to have found King Leopold's articulation of the aim of all Christian imperialist missionaries to Africa. Even the African converts who today manage the older churches in Africa, the priests, the bishops, the archbishops, the cardinals, blah, 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 and especially also those who evangelize born-again Christianity, still serve the same mandate, which is why they demonize African gods and angelicize African names, can't even talk, and drop the names of African deities which form part of African names, and still attack and demolish the African shrines that have managed to survive. Woo! Those Africans who voluntarily converted to Christianity before the colonial conquest, such as Alfonso, I can't say the names, I'm so sorry, in the 15th century, probably did not discern the purpose of the brand of Christianity that was supplied to them, which was probably why they fell easy prey to the missionaries and the white traders and pirates who followed them. I learned about this letter years ago, and ever since I read this letter, I already knew someone right, but baby, once I read this letter, it was a wrap for Christianity for me. It was a wrap. They didn't teach them shit they didn't already know. They gave them something they already knew. They already had morals, and they already had all that shit, okay? All they did was add on, rich people are bad. It's bad to be rich. You should never want to be rich. Rich people don't go to heaven. That's all they did. So then they can steal all the riches of the land. And they still doing it today. And that's why now there's Africa starting to kick their ass the fuck out. This is how I know Christianity is detrimental to black people. I'm going to read